Welcome to the Sound Like Us podcast, where we get the bedroom rock stars out of the bedroom and out into the world to hopefully get them the recognition they deserve. During the interview, we get to know an artist by asking about how important music is to them, from how their early lives shaped the musician they became, and their first taste of live music to their first foray into writing and producing and what they have planned for the future. Please like, follow, share, subscribe in all the usual places: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Instagram and YouTube. Big thank you to everyone that's done so already. Please spread the word far and wide to your friends and family, and even that annoying prick you sit next to at work. If you like the podcast, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you use. This helps give the algorithm a big old slap on the chops and gets those musicians even more of the exposure they deserve. If you're a musician, singer-songwriter, rapper, producer, DJ, MC, or even, God forbid, a drummer, and you fancy joining me on the podcast, please don't hesitate to get in touch and we'll get you on. We are also proud to announce that we've partnered up with our mates at East London Recordings. East London Recordings is an independent record label run by independent artists for independent artists. East London Recordings has grown into an influential label committed to helping artists realise their full potential. We will be working with East London Recordings by interviewing their artists on the podcast, giving them more exposure on their background, what inspires them, where they are performing, and what music they have coming out in the near future. There will be many more things to listen out and watch out for, so keep those eyes out and ears peeled. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show. Welcome to the Sound Like Us podcast, and Happy New Year, people. Hope you all had a brilliant Christmas as well and didn't get too shit-faced on your nan's vodka and at least offer to do some of the washing up. I'd like to extend a warm Happy New Year and Happy Christmas as well to Canadian multi-star artist and filmmaker extraordinaire and our guest today, Palmier Yellow. Palmier, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Happy New Year as well.
Thank you very much.
Crazy year last year. I don't know for you, but excited for what's going next.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a good year. Right, so let's start by having you telling us a bit about yourself and what you do.
Yeah, so basically, I am, a recording artist. I love making albums and EPs, making concept albums, especially creating worlds with music. I feel like that's incredible. And I love blending real life with a fictional story.
Okay.
Makes it way more intriguing, and I don't know, I just like the way it flows with it. And I like putting like visuals to that music, if it makes sense. So I made a movie last time. I'll probably do it again. I'm making another album because I feel like it brings us into the world with the music and the visuals.
Okay, sounds good. We'll talk a bit more about it a bit later on. So, how did the music your parents listened to, how did that influence you growing up?
Well, growing up, I did not like my parents' music, honestly. I don't know if it was a generational thing. I don't know if it was like, oh, my parents like it, so I don't, But I now do listen to like the Beatles, like what they used to listen to. I would say they did listen to some Eminem. They did listen to some hip hop type of albums. So I would say they probably helped me in that direction. So it helped me build my music taste. But I wasn't ready to shape my music taste until later in the years when I became myself an adult.
Okay, cool. So, were there any sort of like, can you share like how your background and the places where you grew up helped to shape you musically? Were any particular things that happened that you remember?
Well, not necessarily particular. I think it was just like many years, like in being with in school and having like a lot of people to talk to. I would say I could understand the world a bit better, and I'm somebody who likes using like psychology inside my music, so having a feel of what people feel like, what they think. Sometimes just having a random conversation can like spark ideas and be like, oh, maybe that could be interesting for a song or something like that. So I would say just being around helped me a lot to shape my music style. Just because I like psychology that much.
Okay, cool. How did your early sort of experiences in your community and hometown help to shape you? Were there any particular incidents or any kind of things that you remember happened that you sort of put your mind up towards music, or?
Well, not necessarily music. I would say probably more in poetry and artistry. I would say because I had a class in high school where we had to do like slam poetry, and for some reason I was just really good at it, and like I was just like I like it.
Mm.
I felt like that was a cool way to do it, and I just put that right into music. I felt like my writing style pretty much was shaped because of it, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
It switched around that time. I was starting to listen to other artists, like more the Beatles, like more like a newer Quadeca, you know? So
yeah,
I started shaping myself up in that time when I realized I actually love poetry and artistry.
yeah. Okay. So all those sort of things coming together at one sort of thing.
All in the same like the same time. I just fell in love with it and continued like more and more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So your bio says you create art as a way of entertaining, self-expression, and storytelling. So what sort of process do you go through to bring all these elements together?
Yeah, so basically what I do is I start by thinking of in the moment, what do I feel? How do I feel? Like, or in a period of time, how did I feel? Simple as that. And then I just build on it. And to build on it, usually what I do is I take like a scenario. So if I take an example from my last album, I was feeling lonely. I realized like I'm growing up. I got so much to do. I'm moving to university next year, you know?
Yeah,
And that was kind of scary to me. So, well, I thought about death because I know somebody close to me, like, sadly passed away as well from cancer. So
mm,
I was in a really bad mind state. So I was like, okay, how could I put everything together? So then I created a scenario where the main character actually died.
okay,
So you die in the beginning. So already boom. So
mm,
you got that part, and then I decided just to expand on it.
mm,
Why did she die? Why did everything come together? And then I just build, usually what I do as well is I put like the song titles at first. So I
mm,
know how to structure my ideas. And then
okay,
I just expand on it and use what could be considered as lore or like any type of story or background, and I just put it
yeah,
in the lyrics so people understand, oh, okay, maybe that's the reason why, and make people guess. Necessarily just have the whole story from A to Z
yeah.
and put like just put sprinkle some background, some lore of why it happened.
Okay, so it kind of gives a bit of real sort of real life energy into a sort of
Yeah,
a
exactly.
story. Yeah. Okay.
So I create a fictional world, but I use like real life emotions that I feel inside and sprinkle like throughout the album. So it's actually me talking through a fictional character, I would say.
Yeah. So it kind of makes it more relatable to people, so people can see themselves in that character and things like that.
Exactly, yeah. And sometimes it's not particularly the character, but the idea of it.
Totally. So you've also used music as a way of mixing storytelling with real life. I mean, I guess you've just sort of explained that. When did you start doing that? Like, how old were you? And
Yeah, it was a while back. I know I started in COVID, so I think it was like 2 to 3 years after, so probably 2023.
right,
It's
okay,
it's where I started listening to like artists like Quadeca, where I heard his "Didn't Mean to Haunt You" album, and I just fell in love with it. And throughout, it's like a story of a ghost where he's trying to talk to his family after he's passed away.
yeah,
So like once I heard that, I was like, that's crazy using that much storytelling inside
mm,
music. And slowly but surely, I just developed the same style, which
yeah,
was I think also when I was in high school. So all that came together as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All that made me start that style.
It made you do what you're doing now.
Exactly.
So, is there a specific piece of music that sort of transports you to another time or place, or maybe brings back vivid memories or emotions?
Well, there's a lot actually. I would say any song that I used to listen to is probably like it brings me back to a place like because I have this I call it a power.
Mhm.
But I have this power of when I listen to music, I'm sure other people also have it as well. But when I
Yeah, yeah,
listen
yeah.
to it, it takes me back to the first time I actually listened to that piece. So for example, I had a piece of music I used to listen to when we were on the road to go to my grandparents' place. And literally when I put it on, it just transports me to the exact moment, which is honestly a great feeling sometimes, but if it was a sad feeling, then it's hard. I will say. There's also for an example for a negative time, there's a song that me and my ex, like from a while back, like really long ago, we used to absolutely love. And once it ended, it just ruined the song completely for me because I got transported back to that place. And I would say still now, like it's not as bad, but still now I don't listen to that song because of it.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. What do you remember the names of those songs? What were they called?
Yeah, so for the grandparent song, it was I know it would be it might be weird, but it was music to be murdered by Eminem. I remember it was a time where I was like full on Eminem. I was like, you know what,
Yeah.
that's him, that's my artist. It changed after, and for the
Yeah.
other is Glass Waves by I think it was Glass Animal. I think I'm
Okay.
not sure. I'm not sure for the artist name, but I know it was a popular song back then. And
Yeah.
like there's other many songs I would say, but those are like the main two that actually brings them out, you know.
Okay. Cool. So, who would you say are your main influences?
For now, Quadeca for sure.
Okay.
I would say I know I've been talking a lot about him, but it's
I've never heard of him.
no, well he's not that known. He kind of recently started being actually like involved in the music space as much. He started off as a YouTube rapper,
All right.
and he just transitioned into this incredible artist making like multi-style like songs that always
Okay.
matches pretty well together. So he still does a little bit of rapping, hip hop, but he transitioned to like folk and like sometimes he makes balls music. Like it's incredible.
Okay. Sounds good. So, what about your main influences as you kind of growing up, getting into music? Who would that be? The Beatles, Eminem, kind of.
Yeah, Eminem for sure. When I started making music, it was Eminem and the YouTube rapper named Crypt.
Okay.
Because I was starting, during COVID, you had to get entertained somehow, you know.
Yeah.
I was looking at a lot of YouTube, and I just found Crypt who was doing like reaction videos, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool!" And he made music as well, so I was like, "Let me listen to it." It really influenced me to start making music, actually. And
Okay.
but before that, I was pretty basic in the terms of music. I was really listening to like everything that was popping, everything that was popular, and
Yeah.
I was just enjoying myself. And I just
Yeah.
transitioned to a bit more, I would say, more detailed music.
Yeah. I guess you were just like a bit of a sponge, sort of taking everything in and being
Yeah,
influenced by this, that, and not closing yourself off to one particular thing and
yeah,
just
exactly. I
open your
listen to
mind.
like a lot of genres, a lot
Mm.
of so I don't stick to one. I usually, well, back then maybe a little bit more, but now I listen to pretty much every sort of music.
Okay. Right. So, a random question for you now. If you could take any person to any concert in history by any artist, A, who would you take? B, what gig would it be? And why would you take that person to that gig?
I was ready for that question, but I'm not sure I am. But yeah, well, for sure, I like having fun.
Mhm.
So I would say probably if I go at it, I would say Crypt. Because Crypt, if you look at his YouTube videos, he's a funny dude. He's really chill. He's also very, like easygoing, I would say. Every time he talks in his videos, I would say it's really genuine and it comes from a genuine place. So I feel like I would probably like go well with him. For sure, we would go to like a concert. Yeah, I mean, I think we both like it. For which artist though, I have no clue. I know he likes rock metal, and I'm ready to. go to a rock metal concert. That would be sick.
Yeah. Okay.
But some type of concert, I'm ready to go. You know,
That sounds good to me. Right. What was the first piece of music you ever wrote?
ever. Oh,
Hmm.
that's like 2020, I think.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, it is a song called. Well, I think it's called My Name, actually, Palmier Yellow. So no specific meaning to that song. I think it was just really like rap focused. And if I remember correctly, it's a French song as well.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
it's no longer on streaming platforms though, which is sad. But
Yeah.
yeah, like the mix wasn't really good, mastering wasn't good, you know. So it was when I was just starting off. I was like, oh, this is good, no matter what it is, no matter what it sounded like, you know.
Maybe you could dig it out and you could clean it up a bit.
And maybe one day, yeah, for sure.
Maybe you could give it to Fumes at East London Recordings.
It's an antique, you know.
It's an antique.
That
Which
would
br-
be crazy.
yeah, which brings us nicely on to the next question. You work with East London Recordings. How did that happen?
Well, I started my album rollout for Searching for the Dove. I think it was last year on July. Already, Fumes was now currently like liking my stories, liking my photos and everything. But you know, a couple months passed and I was about to release it. And Fumes came to me and he was like, "Yo, I got this record label," and he talked to me about what it is and how it works, and the fact that independent artists could like group up but stay independent, not have to like switch, like, because I know a lot of record labels have like you have to make that many amount of albums, you have to make that many amount of singles, it has to be hits, you have to have like 1,000 stream on every song, you
Mm,
know. They're like really needy, I would say.
yeah.
But for him, it was like when he told me, it was like you're still independent, you still have complete creative control. Uh, you know, you upload your own songs, will help you get physicals, you know,
Hmm.
just financially. So
Okay.
he told me what it was, and I was like, wow, that's great for independent artists, you know. And I just absolutely love what they wanted to do with everybody on it. And
Yeah.
eventually, like a couple times has passed, and well, I'm still young. I'm 19, so it was the first ever contract I ever had to sign. So I sent it to my dad, and I was
Yeah.
like, somebody sent it to me. He's pretty good. He's actually on my album as well.
Mm,
And you know, I talked about him like what they're doing to independent artists, and he was like, "Oh, that's great," and it's
yeah.
you know. So he allowed me to sign it because he saw everything. He was like, "Oh, okay, nothing bad. That's good." So I signed it and
Yeah.
instantly was in love with that label.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's good. You've worked with him as well on one of his songs.
Yeah, absolutely. Broken Mirror.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's a good song. I was listening to that earlier.
Yeah, absolutely adore it.
So when it comes to live music, do you recall the first time you experienced it? The first ever concert, that kind of thing?
Well, the first ever concert I ever went to is in an artist from Montreal,
Mm,
which is the French province of Quebec. His name is Loud, and I was actually really young. I went with my dancing friends because I do dance on the side, which also shaped my artistry, I would say. So I went with them, and I don't know, I just fell in love with it. It was awesome. He's a
yeah.
rapper, actually. He's
Okay.
kind of well known as well. Like when we
Yeah.
went, it was like a huge crowd, and I just like the fact of huge crowds. I love the ambience of it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a bit of a vibe, isn't there?
Absolutely. It shakes the room, you know?
So tell us a bit more about your work as a director and filmmaker.
Yes. So I love doing abstract art, I would say. So I got this new light as well. So I use
Yeah.
it to make films. I will probably use it for the next album I make.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got everything. The reason why I say I'm a director, I am a filmmaker, is because of the fact I edit everything, I film everything, the ideas all.
Yeah.
I got no crew here, sadly. It's fun.
You
It's
do it
fun.
all
It's fun having
yourself.
creative control. Yeah, exactly. I'm all by myself. But I just like creating, you know? So different angles. Sometimes I like doing storylines in the visuals as well. Make it a real movie, you know?
Okay.
What I like using is since I'm alone, I don't have any actors with me. So I
Yeah.
use object as like representation.
Okay.
So I remember with the song with Fumes, he was actually what I told him because I usually features are roles in my music. So what I told him was, okay, so imagine you're the friend of the guy who passed away from my
Yeah.
last album. And for the movie, he was on the phone.
Okay.
So for him, his representation was the phone. So you see me in the movie, like actually like listening to the phone while his verse goes on.
Mm.
So and it keeps focus on the phone, like the whole verse. So
Yeah.
that's like a
Okay.
representation of fumes. And I do that
Yeah.
for a lot of people, and not only people. I remember for Left Us, a
Mm.
song of the last album again, the representation was like some sort of bench. I pushed
Yeah.
around a lot. And so
Okay.
it just keeps on, you know, the storyline. I like using objects as a representation for something.
That's very clever. I think
Yeah,
it's a very clever idea. So, is there anywhere that people can sort of find your films or visual art online? Is it on
absolutely.
YouTube or
It
anything?
is on YouTube. Yeah, on my
Okay.
channel, Palmier
Brilliant.
Yellow.
Brilliant. We'll give that more of a plug later on. So, in terms of live performances you've done yourself, how much have you done? Have you done many or?
Well, it depends. Dance a lot. Music zero.
Okay. Okay. Talk us through your live dancing performances then.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I love the stage. This
Mm.
stage is like my second home, I would say. Um, every every time I'm on it, yes, adrenaline. It's a bit stressful, you know. It's normal. However, it's just a feeling nothing else could ever give, I would say.
Mm.
And well, I'm in a group, so I'm with other people, and sharing that moment with other people is always a good welcome experience, you know.
Yeah. So, what was the name of your dancing group then?
Well, for now, it's called Illis Rock.
Illish Rock. Okay.
It's a once again in Quebec. We do competitions. Last year, I went to an international competition with a trio called Three Dimension.
Okay.
So you might find it on the HHI channel on YouTube,
Yeah.
which is basically Hip Hop International. It's like one of the biggest, I think, and one of the most prestigious in the hip hop category.
Right. Okay. Okay. So, out of all the sort of dancing performances you've done, what is your favorite you've ever done?
I would say last year. Last year at
Yeah.
the international stage. It's just a different experience. We came in
Yeah.
third in the whole world, which is crazy.
In the whole world. Wow.
Yeah, at 19, that's just something else, you know.
That's
And
massive, isn't it?
yeah, it is. And I think there was like almost a million people because it was live streamed.
Mm.
So there was more than a million people I danced in front of, which is
Wow.
just a crazy number to think of. And the reason why I feel like it's the best and the one I prefer, well, first it's the international competition, which is just crazy from the start. But it's also the fact that I discovered myself a bit more in the way
Yeah.
of like I started doing flips, I started doing like break dance moves that I never knew I could do. So
Yeah.
yeah, it just
So,
crazy.
so it kind of inspired a confidence in you.
Absolutely, yeah, it absolutely did. Like you figure out, oh wait, I can't do that. I never knew my body could, you know? So it's just great to just figure out what I can and can't do and learn
Yeah.
more about my body, you know?
Okay. That is good. Right. One more random question for you. If you could save 5 albums by 5 different artists from a burning building, which 5 albums are you going to go for?
Ooh, okay, okay. That's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
I kind of like that one. Okay.
Catches people out.
Yeah, really. Well, first, Vanisher Horizon Scraper by Quedeca. His newest album. He's my favorite artist by far, so obviously. I would say in the hip hop slash rap, I would say probably the Eminem show.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like that one. If we go, I like Kendrick Lamar as well with his creative ideas. So I
Mm,
would say To Pimp a Butterfly.
yeah.
That album like was incredible.
Mm,
If we go for like a more pop, like more maybe fun album, that one is a bit harder because there's a lot actually.
mm.
I would say I think it was called Espresso from Sabrina Carpenter, the whole album or something like that.
Go
With
for
the
that one. Yeah,
blue
I'll pick
cover,
that.
I think. Just to have like a more fun ambience track.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Because I'm proud of it, I would say mine with Searching for the Love.
Okay. Good choices. Good choices. Right. So tell us about your earliest memories of recording.
Of recording, I would say, well, Mike, terrible. I was recording on like a Samsung headset. Do I still have it? Maybe I do. Yeah, I still do. So I was recording on this right here,
Wow,
you know, first tracks.
that is old.
It's really old. It's starting to become yellow for some reason.
Mm,
I'm not using it. Do not worry. Uh, but yeah, I was recording on that on like GarageBand, which GarageBand I still use,
yeah,
but
same.
it's cheap and it's still really good.
Mm,
So yeah, I was
yeah.
recording on that. No equipment. I was probably well, I didn't make any beat actually. Or I remember using like scotch tape to just be part of a drum. At one point I was creative like that. I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
Why not? But
exactly.
literally no equipment.
Okay.
Like I was recording on that. It was like my earliest songs. First two albums actually, I think, with poor mixing because I didn't know
Mm,
how to mix that well,
yeah,
and
yeah,
when we're starting off, it's harder because you don't actually know everything that could go in a
yeah,
song.
yeah. It's difficult when you're first starting out to find out how to use it. I still struggle with GarageBand. It's a bit of a foreign language to me, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of easy to use at the most basic point. But when you want to polish it up, like like make it
Still
sound
find
good.
like exactly, and I still find settings I didn't know were on GarageBand. Still
Yeah.
till this day, and I've been doing this for like 5 years on GarageBand, which is crazy.
Mm,
So there's a lot to explore.
yeah, definitely. So how do you record now? Obviously, still use GarageBand, but do you have better microphones and headphones and stuff?
So I got this from Christmas. I think it was three.
Nice, nice.
My studio is literally in my room, the yellow room.
Yeah,
I got these GBL headset,
yeah,
which is pretty good. Yeah, you hear really great with it for
yeah,
music. I also use this sort of keyboard because I make beats as well, production.
yeah.
Like I use
Nice,
that one here. I know a lot
very
of artists
nice.
use that one, so again, got it for Christmas.
Do you
And
collaborate with any, Sorry, do you collaborate with anyone when it comes to recording?
recording, yeah, absolutely. I record with a guy named Tixie. I record with a guy named Gremlin Army. Fumes as well. I love, absolutely adore Fumes. It's the goat.
Yeah,
And I also record with Ghost. So all independent artists. Everybody
yeah.
works for free here. Which I love
Cool.
because I feel like music is an art form, and art should not cost a lot in a way.
Mm,
I get for a living you have to make money,
yeah.
but I know some people who have like low viewership who demand like $2,000 for like a 16 bar verse.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm
That makes
just
sense.
exactly. So that's why I'm like, if you work for free, I'll work with you, you know?
Music should be inclusive and collaborative.
Exactly, yeah. And I feel like if everybody puts a part in it, that's what exactly what makes it special.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Right. Is there a track of yours that carries a deep personal meaning for you?
Well, especially nowadays, I would say most of my track actually do. But if we go on something like a single song, I would say probably a final goodbye off of my last album. And
Yeah,
the reason why is, well, what if I die?
yeah,
Which is a hard thought to sometimes think about, but you never know what could happen.
Mm.
You can have a car accident, plane
Yeah.
crash. You can have like somebody roll over, somebody stabs you, and anything. I know some scenarios are probably like not going to happen, but you never know. Well, Final Goodbye was deep listen and a deep making. The simple fact that it's well in the story, the character's already dead, but
Yeah.
he's going to the place that I call the in between, which is probably like a purgatory place.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, the final goodbye was him leaving the family. He was going around like mother, dad, brother, sister, So it's almost like in real life, if it happens, do I get my final goodbye?
Yeah. Do you get that chance to say goodbye? Yeah. It's a very meaningful thing that a lot of people don't think about.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people like when somebody passes away and they don't get to say goodbye, it hurts them for like so long
Yeah.
because you never get that
Yeah.
chance to say goodbye. So,
Yeah. There can be an element of guilt with that, can't
oh,
there?
absolutely. Yeah.
It's, it's really not nice. Can you think of a piece of music that's had a major impact on you, that you heard it when you were younger and you've carried it through with you until, through teenage years up until now?
Probably, yeah. I would say something that impacted me was probably Headphones, a song, like it was a pop song. I don't remember who made it. I could look it up, I think. It's called Headphones, and it's basically like an anthem of people who are very reserved, which is basically feeling invincible when your headphones on.
Yeah.
So that was basically me my entire life.
Yeah.
Because music is just incredible for me.
Mm,
That's basically what I used to do like every single day. Listen to music, listen to music, listen to music. Um, that's also what inspired me to dance actually, you know?
yeah.
So yeah, I would probably say like headphones because I feel like I could relate to it like a lot.
So can you remember a kind of memorable moment from a live dance show that you've done? Might be a crowd reaction, moment of personal connection, anything that felt kind of funny, magic in the moment, anything that kind of sticks out?
Yeah, there's a couple actually. There's one where like we got a hit of the day, which is basically an honorable mention while on stage. So what
Wow.
happens
Okay.
is at the end of your performance, it has like a big noise going like boom, and like somebody says, "Oh, and it's a hit of the day," and it's just like a cool moment on stage. So I was
Mm,
with my dual partner doing a choreography about somebody passing, which
okay.
was way back then. And it was her first honorable mention like that.
That's
So
cool. That is cool.
yeah, so it was really fun. And what was really funny as well is you have to get off stage as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
For some that we you have to. So we got it. We both
Mm,
stood up. We both hugged. Like very incredible moment. And she kept being on stage. So I had to be like the little brother and like take her by the hand and go like, we need to go. We need to go. We
yeah.
can
We need
celebrate
to
after.
get out.
So that it was really wholesome and really funny as well.
She's too caught up in the moment.
Yeah, well, it was her first as well. So I mean,
Yeah.
for her, it was like the biggest moment ever.
Yeah. Absolutely. So when you do live dance shows, who do you dance with? Do you want to give them a little bit of a shout?
Yeah, well, there's one called a Charlie Ome.
Hmm.
So I got a well now I'm at the studio named Rockwell Family. So huge shout out to them. They were actually the one that choreographed yeah, the choreography, the last performance on like the international stage.
Yeah.
So with
Okay.
them,
Cool.
I discovered a bit what I could do. And shout out to my old
Wicked.
studio as well, who I've been there for like 15 years, called the
Hmm.
Multinas Energy. So
Brilliant.
yeah,
Are there any other sort of bands, artists you've enjoyed sort of collaborating with, sort of working with when you do recording, in your local area, kind of Canada and the world as a whole, that you want to give a bit of a shout out to?
Yeah, well, first off, Fumes for
Yeah,
sure. He's the one that put me on the East London recording
yeah.
label. So huge shout out to him. Incredible verse every time.
Hmm.
So I just feel like he's an incredible artist. Gremlin Army, I wouldn't be the same without him. He was the one that started making beats for me when I was younger.
Yeah.
He still does music every time. He always posts everything anybody does in his friend group. So he's a Canadian artist as well.
Yeah. That's good.
Shout out to him.
Wicked.
I would say Tixie as well, and Ghost as well.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Right. So, what does the future hold for you, both in the short term and the long term?
Well, I love making albums, so I'm currently making one right now,
Hmm.
and it's about performing. So really relatable to me and probably a lot of different artists as well.
Yeah. Cool.
And yeah, short term, well, probably just some cool little details about the album I'm making.
Okay. Cool. That's sorry, mate. Someone's calling.
All good.
Brilliant. Right. And that brings us to the end of the interview. Have you enjoyed being on?
Well, absolutely. It was really fun. Thank you so
Brilliant.
much.
Right. So, do you want to tell people about what you've got coming up? Any new releases, stuff like that?
Well, yeah, of course. I got a couple singles that will drop in not that long. I'm not sure for the dates yet, but it will drop for not that long. They are either throwaways from tracks
Okay.
that I wanted to make on the last album,
Yeah.
or just individual stories, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. So, how can people reach you online? Have you got any social media, website, or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't have any website, but you can contact me on my Instagram at
Hmm.
Palmier Yellow.
Okay.
You can always like comment on anything I post. I always respond. I like responding to the community. I love giving back as well.
Yeah.
So
Brilliant.
if you write on there, I'll write you something as well.
Brilliant. Right, guys. So please like, share, follow, and subscribe to obviously to Palmier Yellow on Instagram and Spotify. Also to the Sound Like Us podcast on Spotify, Instagram, YouTube. Right. Finally, to play us out, would you like to introduce your track?
Yeah, absolutely. So the track I sent is from my last album, Search for the Dove, which is basically him searching for answers for who could have murdered him.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a pretty deep song with some themes of like growing up and some other stuff
Yeah.
that you might hear throughout the track.
Okay. Brilliant. And it's called "Don't Love Me," I believe. Is that
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Brilliant. Palmier, it's been an absolute pleasure. Really enjoyed our chat today. Thank you for coming on. We'll do it again sometime soon.
For sure. Thank you.
Thank you, mate. All right. Yeah.
Do not love me, I don't even find me lonely. I can't even find myself and bring myself to find a motive where I'm looking. How can you find a news that made it even when you're still looking? Please don't love me, please don't love me. I don't deserve it. Thanks for listening. I've just been searching, world is evolving, the weight has been lifted, and now I've been thinking, the love has been waiting. I never gave it to the one that deserved it. Deserved it. I've just been selfish, and to see there are many fates. A door locked from within, well, it's always revolving. Now I can't even see myself in the mirror or the vase on the shine. I love me, I don't even find me lonely. I can't even find myself and bring myself to find a motive where while you're pulling out your hair, I'm gasping and screaming out for air. To tell you it's my fault, you shouldn't feel that way at all. I've lost myself, I've lost myself, I've lost it all, I've lost my all. And I know it's hard for you, loving me is something I never knew. I should have asked you to tell you the things, but I never tried to. Do not love me, I don't even find me lonely. I can't even find myself and bring myself to find a motive where I'm looking. How can you find a news that made it easy?